Warren Buffett didn't become rich because he was smarter than everyone else. He didn't have secret information. He didn't take wild risks. He became rich because he made one decision, long before most people even realize money matters. And once you truly understand this decision, you'll realize something uncomfortable. Most people will never catch up, not because they're lazy, not because they're stupid, but because they start too late. Most people believe wealth comes from earning more, a higher salary, a better job, a smarter investment strategy. But if income alone created wealth, then doctors, lawyers, and executives would dominate every rich list on earth. They don't. The real gap between the wealthy and everyone else isn't intelligence. It isn't discipline, and it definitely isn't luck. It's timing. Later in this video, you'll see why starting just 10 years later would have cost Warren Buffett more than 90% of his entire fortune. Warren Buffett was born in 1930 in the middle of the Great Depression. No trust fund, no billionaire parents, no shortcuts. At 11 years old, while most kids were trading baseball cards, Buffett bought his first stock. It wasn't a genius move. In fact, it went down shortly after he bought it. Most people would have panicked. Some would have quit. But Buffett didn't focus on the loss, because something far more important had already happened. He had entered the game early. And once time is on your side, mistakes become lessons instead of disasters. The clock had started. Let me ask you something. If two people invest the exact same amount of money, make the same decisions, but one starts earlier, who do you think wins in the long run? Easy question, right? So everyone knows it makes a huge difference to start early, yet people aren't doing it. Most people don't avoid investing because they don't want wealth. They avoid it because the early years feel pointless. Year one looks the same. Year two looks the same. Nothing exciting happens. No dopamine, no visible reward. And in a world obsessed with fast results, boring feels like failure. So people wait. They wait for more money. They wait to feel confident. They wait for the right time. And without realizing it, they make the most expensive financial mistake of their lives. Here's the part most people completely miss. Warren Buffett didn't beat everyone by working harder. He let time do the heavy lifting. More than 90% of his wealth was created after the age of 50. Not because he suddenly became smarter, not because he changed strategies, but because compound growth had decades to quietly multiply. If Buffett had waited until 25 to start, his fortune today wouldn't be over $100 billion. It would be closer to 10. Same man, same discipline, same decisions, different start date. The real lesson from Warren Buffett has nothing to do with stock picking. It's about patience. The world rewards those who delay gratification and punishes those who chase speed. Buffett once said, "Someone is sitting in the shade today because someone planted a tree a long time ago." Most people want the shade. Very few are willing to plant the tree. Wealth isn't built in moments of excitement. It's built through small, boring decisions repeated over a very long time. You don't need to be Warren Buffett to think like him. You need three things: start early, stay consistent, and give time the chance to work. In the next video, I'll show you how most people quietly destroy their wealth without even realizing it. Subscribe, not for motivation, but for financial decisions that actually matter.